Hello YouTube, it's I1 Wars, and today we have Halo Wars 2v2 on the map Beasley's Plateau. It's me and Metaloidmonkey versus Captn Savior and LTO. We were just running custom 2s random all, and we will be getting Brute Forge, I believe you'll see in a second. Yep, Brute Forge and Prophet RBs their combo, with Savior being their cutter. Prophet cutter, sorry. So I'm just gonna go temple first and probably go straight to the UNSC hooks. Get the middle money with my chopper. As a brute on this map, you can dominate supplies basically because the chopper, unlike the ghost, which can get rammed if you not paying attention, the chopper, if you can't really ram it with the warthog because it does little to no damage, and it's just not worth it because the warthog gets damaged. And with the chopper, as you can see, I'm going to go over to take his crates, and he's just going to run because he doesn't want to get rammed, especially on this map where hugs are important. See, he's running. So yeah, I'm just collecting supplies and building brutes in my base. So, yeah, I'm going to walk over there. I'm going to drop a brute into the garrison, crushed pelican or warthog, I'm not sure which one it is, and take his hooks, and then I'm going to be heading straight over to their prophet. I'm going to bring my chopper back also because I didn't collect the money on my side next to the hooks. So yeah, here I'm going to drop in my brute and then walk away. I see, there's some people who will stay there with their chieftain. I'd make a little mistake here, and instead of sending my chieftain over, send the brute itself, so I lose some unnecessary health on my chieftain. So as I was saying, some people will keep their chieftain there to help assist, I guess, kill the brutes, but if that's a full health brute squad in there, it won't die from anything, even a turret. It will kill a turret. So yeah, I take that hook, I believe we split that. And as you can see, Captn Savior's hogs are actually at the Prophet's base trying to defend its hull, but that hull is not going to get up because we have a gunner denying it. Gunner hogs. And I'm just going to unlock, I think I only built 2 brutes this game, 2 or 3, for the base. Yeah, I think I have 3 locked up in my base right now, or 2, 1 coming out, and I'm just going to drop a brute into that hook to take it. Yeah, so I'm going to keep those 2 there. Now if his hogs weren't at his base and they're at my base, they could have easily stopped that. So yeah, there you go. As you can see, he's a prophet and he's going hull, and their prophet is on their side of the map. We haven't seen him come over, so we just assumed that he's going to be playing hard defense. So I just go straight into Banshees after porting these two brutes in. I'm just going to start, as you can see, I already blessed some pads. I'm going to bless my last pad and then go Citadel and get into Banshees. Try and win early because you see he's pumping jackals instead of grunts, instead of hull rushing. And Savior has 1 warthog in my base, which is really kind of useless. It's not doing anything. But yeah, so right now I'm just walking around with my chieftain. I really don't want to die from the jackals. It's not worth sitting there doing nothing and just watching my brute chieftain die. So here you can see the prophet comes, and since units attack units that are attacking them, doing damage to them, the brute decides to aim the prophet and not the pad, so the pad actually ends up living, and I can't really do anything about this because he has jackals here, and even if I go over and vortex it, and it's just really not worth it because he has a prophet and he's going to deny it. So he's going to start beaming the turret. I didn't get to DQ it in time, but I still got like 20 supplies from it. Alright, yeah, so I'm pretty sure I have a summit queued on my base, but that's about to get denied from some hogs that are going to come over in a second. Just splitting that hooks. Splitting hooks is better than taking both of them for your own because if they take one hook, it's not like both people take a big loss in their eco. It's half and half, so each person loses a pad. So yeah, so basically they have a lot of red and black bars here, so we're just trying to poke at their hogs right now and get some of those hogs killed for less DPS. So here I end up DQing this pad. He was gonna build that for his tech, I believe, and he didn't want to spend money on the warehouse because he wouldn't make money back in time. See, I'm about to recall here in a second and get these hogs off my base because we probably won't have an air lead anymore if he keeps denying this, because I mean that this is the only way that they can keep air off for a little bit is by denying my summits, because they went hull and they're already behind an eco. See, as you can see, I have vortex and I do not get that either one of those hogs. They just black barred, which is stupid. Yeah, so sorry, it's falling off. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait on my base because I know they're probably gonna try and come back if I go over there. Their 3-gunner hogs aren't gonna do anything really against their pads. So as you can see, since I was denying my summits a bunch, I'm gonna go scout his base, and depending on what I see depends on what I'm gonna do. And you know, he already has a summit up and he's getting a second one up, and I'm still 60% on my first one. So right now we're contemplating on whether I should go Banshees or straight into Vamps because I have so much money. And I do decide to go Tech 2 Vamps, and because we're obviously both teams are going tanks at this point. So yeah, I'm just sending my chieftain over here to this pad. Probably just to pick up the money. Can't really do anything against the tanks. I'm not inheritance, so yeah. So there you can see I queue up a Vamp. So going to be going Vamps this game. So in about a second here, the Prophet's going to show up at my base with an Honor Guard or two, and some Banshees, I think. Yeah, there's the Honor Guard, and there's the Prophet. So he's going to deny my second summit, but he went Banshees, and I do have summon up with Vampires, and our tanks over here helping me defend. So yeah, my Chieftain's also here too, but he really can't do much. He doesn't even have an inheritance, so stunning, not a thing. So I'm just trying to micro my Vamps so they don't get shot by the Banshee. So yeah, I'm pretty sure blue continues to go Banshees in this game. But as you can see, I go like 3 Vamps, I think. I think this is my last Vamp, or I might have one more coming out. And then I start going Banshees, because if he's just gonna go Banshees, then I already have air lead, because you know I have three Vampires right now, and if I go Banshees now, I will still have some Vampires to deal with Banshees plus Banshees, and I'm on Tech 2, so I'll have repeating cannon pretty quickly. So yeah, I'm gonna DQ that Vamp and queue up no, I can't talk. Banshee. Repeating cannon is going up in the other reactor. So yeah, here we see his Banshees, and I'm pretty sure we go over there now. I'm trying to stasis glitch him, but it really isn't going to do anything because I don't have stasis drain on them, so it's just going to freeze some of them, as you can see. So yeah, a push is about to happen pretty soon. So yeah, we're just moving our stuff over right now to prepare for the push on our main bases. He has a bit more Banshees than me right now, but by the time they come over, I'm going to have repeating cannon and more Banshees than their Covey. Plus I have those little extra Vampires, so those will definitely help in the air fight. And I'm pretty sure he's on boost still. I don't check, but yeah, so all our stuff is coming over. I'm probably sending my Chieftain over. He really isn't going to help though at all. We do take that Expo right there next to the Banshees. And this Expo, I mean, it will just help in a base trade situation if we ever go into that. So if they don't have an Expo and we have an Expo, basically we'll win the base trade because we just have more bases for them to kill. So yeah, as you can see, his air boosts over. We have about equal numbers. He might have an extra Banshee, but I also have repeating cannon, so that's going well for us. Okay, so here's the tank engagement. My Banshees are boosted over first. So my Vampires in the back, just in case his Banshees come over so I can stasis them. And yeah, so as you can see, we easily won this engagement. It was a pretty bad engagement for them because they lost almost all of their tanks. There is that one, and as you can see, he lost air lead. He knows that because I have repeating cannon at this point, and he decides to go Vamps now. So at this point, we were deciding whether I was going to continue to go Banshees and spam them because I have repeating cannon or go Vamps. And I believe, yeah, we do decide for me to keep going Banshees. I have no idea why the Prophet took that middle thing. I guess it was just cleared by tanks for money and then he took that. I don't know why. But yeah, so here's all of his Banshees, and we decided to engage this because Metaloid actually has a Wolverine that's coming over, and we have tanks shooting this. I have a couple Vampires and I have repeating cannon, so I get 2 stasis and he just backs off with the rest, and he has a 1-star prop there. It's pretty fun. Maybe his Prophet could, no, I doubt it, because of the 3-star rebels. So yeah, I'm nearing a full pop of Banshees with 2 Vampires, but these Vampires in the setup to scout for their pushes, and they're just gonna die eventually. So we're equal. We're also equal on hooks in this game. I forgot to mention about the hooks. We both have 2 hooks. So yeah, basically right now we're just trying to find where their tanks are to see what we're gonna do here. If we're gonna want to push or defend or possibly base trade, because we are in a position to base trade if we wanted to. I am sitting on a full pop, and we do have an Expo, so we're checking right now if he down teched or if he's going for PT, and we see down tech. So now we're scouting, and right there on the minimap I see his tanks moving, so we know where his tanks are right now. That's always good. I can't really engage him right now because his Vampires are roaming around somewhere, and I don't want to get my full pop caught. That would be pretty bad for us because we're already in the lead. I'm collecting money with my Chieftain though. Always a good idea if you have your Chieftain out. So yeah, right now as I'm sitting on a full pop, I'm saving up for Tech 3 because if I get sacrificed, that'd be just wonderful for us. So yeah, here I'm gonna take an Expo and send a Vampire to scout the push on my base, but there's always Vampires, and I just DQ that base because I'm not going to get it up, and there's his tanks. So this time, at this point, we realize that we can base trade, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to go through the middle to their bases, and you know, it's always probably better. We could have defended it, I mean, if we really wanted to, but preparing for the base trade is to put up a shield in my base. There's no reason for me not to have a shield. Not only do I have the extra pad, but I'm sitting on full pop. So yeah, I'm gonna take out their hooks because all their vamps are sitting right there, so it's just basically free kills in these pads here. My Banshee is just gonna insta-kill it this way. So yeah, as you can see, the Vampires leave right there. So I'm gonna kill this pad and get out. I'm gonna boost to his base, do a little damage and leave because I don't want to get caught. So yeah, I'm gonna boost over this Expo and take it. We probably could have gave that to Metaloid because his bases are getting pushed on right now. But yeah, I see a Vampire there, and since he knows where my Banshees are, he's gonna be coming that way. So I'm basically gonna do a loop around, and I'm gonna go under Metaloid tanks, and we're gonna end up fighting them, the Vampires. We do have PT. We probably had it earlier, just forgot to mention it. And this base is going to drop. We're going to put our cannies in it. I'm going to put a shield in that. I think I go double shield in that base, actually. So yeah, as you can see, we're much ahead, and he split tanks off to go to the Expo too. Yeah, Captn Savior split tanks to go to the Expo and main, so our main isn't dead yet, our UNSC's main, but it's going to drop soon. So yeah, right now we want to defend, but we realize that we can just push up and win the game if we really wanted to, because we have a shield, not only a shield on my base, but we also have that base, and we have so many Banshees. Tech 3 is going up right now, so I will have sacrifice in the near future. So yeah, I end up boosting my Banshees back to kill these tanks and get like 2 tank kills before any vampires show up, and we're gonna engage everything together. So yeah, his vamps here are stasing me. I have a lot of things stasing me. Almost all my Banshees are, except for like 10 maybe. But the tanks and the Wolverines are under us, so we're killing his vamps in the process of mine dying. I do have Tech 3 right now, but I realize that I'm going to lose Banshees, so I need to get numbers up too. So yeah, I do lose a lot of my air, but they lost all of their tanks. They have no units left in tanks, like, at all. So, you know, that's very... you can't win a base trade when you have no units. I mean, he does have air, but we also have 3 3 Wolverines to deal with that. So yeah, here's this one red or black bar tank, and he's flaring for me to try and kill it. And I get one shot thinking it's gonna kill it, but it doesn't. Do I get it? Yep, I do. So now green officially has no units at all. All they have is their air, so that was definitely a good engagement for us. He's just gonna take Metal is gonna take his bases back, and I'm just gonna bless its pads because why not? So yeah, getting my Banshee numbers back will be pretty easy because I'm on a double. So yeah, now I'm just searching around my Banshees for bases that they can possibly take, and bases that Metaloid can take. So yeah, they scout Metaloid taking his base, but he decides to not DQ it because he wants his timer to he doesn't want his timer to keep going down. He wants it to restart. So they think that these 2 bases, this one and the one where his main was originally, is his only 2 bases. So they're gonna do something later in the game that's pretty special. You'll see later. Okay, so yeah, I'm just building on my Expo, getting my Banshees numbers back up, and we basically see the only bases that they can possibly have are their old main and one that's next to our hooks, and I catch his Expo going up right now, and I'm going to boost over to the other only base that they can have, which they do. Well, you'll see. Yeah, so just get pads, and you'll see that they do have this Expo that I'm about to go to. So yeah, you're gonna see that his Expo is pretty built up. There it is. He doesn't have any heavies, but he is getting his VD up. That really doesn't matter to us at this point because, you know, he lost all of his candy tanks. That's another thing. He is only on candy. We're on PT because he candy down teched. Yeah, but this VD is not going to get up. Even if it does, it's not going to pump anything out of it because I got 10 sacrifice Banshees that's going to stop it. And yeah, so they really can't do anything about these sacrifice Banshees. Even if he switches into repeating cannon Banshees, there's nothing that they can do because I'm just going to have air lead. Sacrifice Banshees OP. So yeah, anyway, we're just going to kill his base here. Free base kill basically because they don't have any units to defend it with. Oh no, we do not. We go on to their... I guess we go on to their Cubbies because he's the only one who's getting units out. Like, we can let him build up his base again and get a VD up, but even if just one tank pops out, they can't do anything. So yeah, this game's coming to a close. We're just gonna kill their main, their Cubbies main. I have an Expo, and Sam is on 2 bases. Now, this comes into effect like now. Remember earlier when I said that they scouted out that we have this base? They killed it, and they think that this is his only base, and they're buying it because they're trying to defeat him, Metaloid, because they think that this is his only base, but they don't know that we do have that other one right next to it. Forges just took, their UNSC took another base there. That's going to get killed by Sacrifice Banshees. And our tanks are just pushing up on their Cutter's main. And they're going to resign here in a minute. Yeah, killing bases, it's always fun. And yeah, here comes the resign. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a good day.